Hi everyone, welcome back to my vlog. It's been a while though. I hope that you're still doing good in this pandemic situation. I know it's really hard, especially for you who are a student, having a lot of online classes throughout the day and having a difficulty to change your learning method from conventional one into online classes. But actually, you're not alone. It happens to all of us and to me too as a lecturer. And I do believe to many lecturers out there because we never experienced this pandemic before, right? So yeah, that's also the reason why we've been trying so hard to learn a lot of softwares, to learn a lot of platforms, and to use a lot of devices to make sure that we can give you a high quality of teaching. And today I'm gonna be sharing to you about the devices that I use to make sure that I can give at least a better understanding for my students about my courses. So I called it my teaching essentials. Yeah, it's my teaching essential. Doesn't mean that it's essential for others too, because it depends on what you need. But the device that I'm going to share to you, that's all I need for my online classes. Let's start it. The first one, let's start with this one. It's really obvious. It's a laptop. Yep. Like any other lectures, I use this laptop to prepare my lecture materials. I make my presentation, my document, my pictures and videos with this laptop to make sure that my students can understand what I'm going to say with my presentation. Yeah. And I also use this laptop for video conference. Either I'm the one who present or I'm the one who listened, because I don't really like to use my phone because the screen is really small and sometimes really hard for me to read the text on the phone. And also because phone doesn't really compatible with a lot of softwares and a lot of devices, so I prefer to use this one. And it's been 5 years for me to use this laptop actually. And the good things about this laptop is about the camera quality. I don't need to put any other external camera to make sure that I look good. So yeah, I only need this laptop. And the next one, it's my phone, the one that I'm using right now to take this video. So I use my phone to communicate with my student and also to discuss with them about the courses, because here in Indonesia we usually use WhatsApp to communicate. We don't really use mail. But to be honest, I'm kind of like a conventional lecturer, so I still ask my students to send document through mail because I want them to know how to use mail properly, because it's really essential for them when they work in the professional world. That's why. And that's also the reason why I synchronize all of the mail address that I have into my phone, so I can get the real-time update of my mail. And the next one, let's move into my microphone. So at first, actually, I bought it wasn't for my lecture. I never thought that I would ever use this one for my lecturing. So I bought this one at the time because I used to cover a lot of songs and I used to make a lot of videos like what I do right now. And then it turned out that I used this one for my lecturing because my friend told me that I sound better when I use this one rather than when I use my internal microphone that I have on my laptop. So that's why it's really good to make sure that my student can hear me properly, right? So yeah, I always use this one whenever I have to talk to people, especially my students. It is Shure. The brand is Shure, and it's microphone, it's a condenser microphone type. So this one is really good for you if you want to take any recording, like a video recording or even like sound recording. So you better go with this because it's really easy to carry, right? It's not really big like what people have with their condenser microphone for their studio. You can just go with this. Yeah. And the next one I have this one is Airbot. I bought it just because I know that whenever I have my classes, my online classes, I always put a lot of things on my desk, on my table. So I am not only using my laptop, but I put my drawing pad, my notebook, like notebook, not notebook like electric device, okay? So notebook, and also like electronic ink and any other devices. So there will be a lot of things on my desk, and that wouldn't be really convenient for me if I have headset connecting my ear to my laptop, right? So that's why I decided to buy this one. So it will be really easy for me to move, like for my hand to move if I have to draw something. But don't get me wrong, I still have the conventional earphone. I have this one. I use this earphone actually only when I want to listen to my own voice. Not because I really like my own voice, just because I want to make sure if I sound good or not, especially when I talk in English, because I want to evaluate the way I talk and the way I pronounce something. So that's why whenever I talk to people, when I need to evaluate my speaking, I usually put it on my microphone so I can hear my own voice. And it's really cheap actually. I think it's not even $1. It's probably like 3,500 rupiah, because I don't really need like a really high quality earphones to listen to my own voice. But to be honest, it's good. It's been months that I use this one. Okay, and the next one, I have another one. This one, the thing that I mentioned before, drawing pad. So I got it before the pandemic actually, like months before the pandemic. And at that time I was about to buy it by myself, like with my own pocket. But it turned out that my friend gave me this as a birthday gift. So shout out to my Oikoshi friends. Thank you for bringing this one. Yeah, that time I asked them to buy the reason is just because I asked them to buy this one from Japan, because they were living in Japan before. So I asked them to buy this one because in Indonesia that was really hard to find at the time. And you know what, like months after I got it, the pandemic started, right? And people were really hard to find this kind of drawing pad. So I was lucky at the time because I got it before the pandemic. The reason why I got it before the pandemic, because actually I still need this one to write down equation whenever I have to explain the equation for my students using my presentation. So yeah, I need this one. And also because I sometimes like to design something, so I need this one to, for example, making like templates or poster, yeah, or advertisement. So I also like the color. I don't know, I like this color. And next one is this one, the one that I call electrical ink. Actually, I don't really know the right name for this one, because some people called it Ereader and some others called it electrical ink. The reason why they call it Ereader because we can read PDF with this device. but the other called it ink because actually like people use this one to take notes, and also because this device can't read at all the EPUB document like books. I mean, like we can have books with PDF, but another file will be in EPUB, and this one cannot read EPUB. But in my case, because I can still convert it into PDF, I don't need the one that can read EPUB. So I'm happy with this actually, because it's really like thin, so it's like easy to carry, and I can really easy to take notes because it's really like I'm writing on paper. And maybe some of you will ask about this device, like why did you buy this one? Because you can just read with your like phone or laptop. To be honest, I tried before like reading with my laptop and my phone, but that's really tiring because the screen is really sharp, right? The light is so bright, so that's why I need something that looks like paper, right, and easy to carry. So I found this one, and again I want to shout out my friend for this. I shout out Fanya for bringing this one from Japan, because I had been trying to find this one in Indonesia, but I couldn't. So I asked her to bring this one from Japan. But I mean, like if you want to buy this kind of stuff, you can still buy this kind of device in Indonesia, but maybe with different brand. But I mean, like in my case, because I really into aprons, so I really love the design. So that's why I asked my friend to bring this one to Indonesia. But I mean, like if you are looking for the function, you can just go with another brand, because I think another brand can be really good too. So this one. And okay, before I move to another device, so for example, you can see this one. Yeah, it looks like paper, right? And you can highlight and take notes here, and really easy. Okay, so the next one I have this one. It is portable Wi-Fi. I need the portable Wi-Fi because sometimes when I'm not at home or when I'm not at university, I still need to have a video conference with my colleagues or with my students. And knowing that in Indonesia, we don't really have good internet connection in every single places, in every single area. I'm like talking about public places. Sometimes they don't really have the good quality, or sometimes they don't even have the internet connection. So I have to make sure that I bring this one whenever I go, so I can still connect to internet connection. So yeah, I think that's all my essential for my lecturing, and I hope it helps for you guys who are trying to find a device to to improve your quality of presentation. So if you have another device to share, I would really love to hear from you. So please leave the comment below and we'll talk about it later. So have a good day and see ya.